In the kingdom of Eldoria lived a young soldier named Darwin. He was brave and loyal, but he had one terrible habit: he always hurried. Whether polishing his armor, preparing his weapons, or tending to his horse, he rushed through everything. "Slow down, Darwin," the older soldiers would warn, but Darwin would laugh. "Why waste time when you can finish quickly?" One fateful morning, a great battle broke out near the Red Valley. Armies clashed, dust darkened the sky, and the sound of steel echoed across the plains. In the midst of the chaos, the king received critical information tactics that could turn the tide of the battle. He called for Darwin. "Deliver this message to Commander Roderick immediately," the king ordered. "It may decide the fate of Darwin saluted boldly. "I'll get there in no time, Your Majesty." He ran to the stables, grabbed his horse, and leaped onto the saddle. But in his haste, he didn't check the horse's shoes, didn't tighten the straps, and didn't look over the reins. He simply kicked the horse and sped off. The horse galloped across the fields at tremendous speed. Dust flew behind them like smoke. Darwin grinned. "See, being fast wins." But suddenly, the horse stumbled. Then it limped. Then it cried out in pain. Darwin hit its sides, urging it to run faster. But the poor creature's front horseshoe had peeled off from the frantic speed and poor preparation. A few moments later, the horse collapsed entirely, unable to continue. Darwin was thrown forward onto the hard ground. Shaken but determined, he got up and began to run on foot toward the battlefield. He ran until his lungs burned, until his legs felt like fire, until finally, hours later, he reached the edge of the valley. But it was too late. The battlefield was silent. The soldiers of Eldoria stood defeated. Commander Roderick knelt in exhaustion, the flag of the kingdom fallen beside him. Darwin approached, heart sinking. "Commander, I bring a message from the king." The commander opened it, read it, and closed his eyes in painful understanding. "This tactic could have saved us," he said quietly. "But it came too late." Darwin looked over the field of weary, wounded soldiers, and felt a heavy stone settle in his heart. His haste had cost them victory, perhaps even lives. From that day on, Darwin abandoned his rushing ways. He learned to prepare, to think, to check, because he understood at last.